Hi, I'm Shane Heidemann. This is my poetry project. Um, Here's the poem. I'll give you a second to read it. All right, in Sonnet 18 by William Shakespeare, there's some background about him. William Shakespeare is a poet that lived from 1564 to 1616. Shakespeare compares his love to a summer's day in Sonnet 18. In his first line, he says, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" This already sets up his first metaphor by comparing his love to a summer's day. His second line says, "Thou art there lovely and temperate." In this line, he uses imagery to say that his love is more desirable. William Shakespeare dedicates this whole poem to his love. He compares her to a summer's day and talks about how beautiful she is. And then she continues to talk about how true and strong his love is for her. The rhyme scheme of this poem is A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. Sonnet 18 has a rhetorical tone. Here's Sonnet 29 by William Shakespeare. Some background about this. This is a poem by William Shakespeare. The speaker starts out talking about the differences between spiritual wealth and economic wealth. In the first few lines, he feels spiritually bankrupt, feels like God doesn't love him and he is lost. Then later in the poem, he leaves remarks making the reader think that he has an economic hardship as well. But at the end of the poem, he decides that the remembrance of a loved one makes him seem wealthy. He says he wouldn't trade his life for the richest king around. So the theme of this poem relates to your wealth. It says that not all wealth is economically related. You have spiritual wealth that relates to yourself only. The rhyme scheme of this is A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. The tone of Sonnet 29 starts out with a bitter, depressed tone. Later in the poem, it shows a shift in tone and begins to feel like there is still happiness out there. This is Sonnet 30 by Edmund Spenser. Some background about this poem. Edmund Spenser was an English poet best known for his sonnets and The Faerie Queene. The narrator in this poem is helplessly in love with a woman who does not have the same feelings as him. While he constantly shows her affection, and attention, all she does is disregard him. The more he falls in love with her and the more he tries to be with her, the colder she becomes. The theme in this poem is that if love is given too eagerly, then it becomes less and less special. This poem uses similes such as, "My love is like to ice and I to fire." It also uses alliteration in lines, "How comes it then that this here cold so great?" Rhyme scheme of this poem is A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. The tone of this sonnet 30 is hopeful and devoted. He doesn't want to give up on the girl even though she falls farther and farther away from him.